Yeah, very good afternoon to all of you guys. Now I am here with one of my Bangalore student. His name is Ramesh and he is going to give mock interview of SEBI Grade A, Security and Exchange Board of India. Just try to listen this mock for your help. My number is 7503235358 because the SEBI Grade A interview dates was already announced. Just try to take help from this, and if you are interested for mock interview feedback and guidance, either you are working or non-working student, text me on my number. I will grill you on each and every parameter because they are taking mocks at least 20 minutes, 25 minutes and 30 minutes final interview. Okay, start from may I come in, Ramesh?
May I come in, sir?
Yes, please come.
Thank you, sir.
Please have a seat, Ramesh.
Thank you.
Okay, just try to greet the panel, na? Okay, yeah, very good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, very good afternoon. Please have a seat. May I come in? Just try to greet the panel. Then after sitting, say thank you to them.
Okay.
Be with smiley face and be cool and calm, not in a hurry, and eye contact with the panel. These things are called common things. Okay, Ramesh, briefly introduce yourself.
I am Ramesh from Bangalore. I have completed my graduation in mechanical engineering in 2019. Thereafter, I have been preparing for various competitive exams, and right now I am preparing for my interview at SEBI for the post of assistant manager. I come from a family wherein my father is a retired government servant and mother is a homemaker.
Very
My
good.
hobbies include reading and going for a walk.
In 2019, you are completed your engineering in which subject?
Mechanical engineering, sir.
Mechanical engineering. Till now, you are not working anywhere. What is the reason behind that?
Sir, as I've stated, I was preparing for competitive exams, including UPSC as well. Since that is a demanding thing, I felt that I need to take some time off for that. That's why, sir.
Okay. Suppose after some time, if you get selected for UPSC also, then you leave this job, SEBI Grade A?
Apparently, sir, I did brainstorm on this one, and I have understood that UPSC is not the only way through which I intend to achieve my goals. With platforms including Niti Aayog and all, the government can also entail support of non-IAS people as well to enhance the governance, in which I intend to contribute as well.
As you told me that you are the student of mechanical engineering.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me, what is the second law of thermodynamics?
Sir, second law of thermodynamics states that the entropy, like the crux is that the entropy of a object or a space goes on increasing always. That's how the heat transfer works, that the entropy will increase.
You heard about the term that is called ferrite, F-E-R-R-I-T-E.
F-E-R-R-I-T-E?
Yeah.
Sorry, sir, no, I haven't.
Okay. Distinguish between the shear, S-H-E-A-R, shear center and elastic center.
Shear center is basically that part, sir, where the object under stress will undergo that dislocation. Kind of that slides, the planes slides across each part, that will be under shear center. And dislocation center, sorry, sir, I don't recall it.
Okay. There is no direct relation between your subject and SEBI Grade A job, but how would you indirectly correlate it?
Sir, I believe that the technical bent of mind that has been imparted due to my training as an engineer will be helpful in SEBI as well. Further, SEBI itself takes
Continue.
Sir, the technical bent of mind that has been imparted to me as a trainee, just a second, sir. Wait.
Yeah, continue.
The technical bent of mind which has been imparted to me, sir, due to my training as an engineer, will be very much useful in SEBI is what I believe.
Okay, last question from your subject field. You heard about that Greenfield project. What is the meaning
Yes,
of
sir.
Greenfield project?
Sir, these projects refer to such undertakings which are started afresh from scratch. You start from zero, you go on building, and that's what is the Greenfield project, starting from scratch.
Okay, who is the chairman of SEBI and why SEBI is called statutory body?
Sir, the current chairperson of SEBI is Srimati Madhavi Puribuj. Statutory body because in 1992, a special act of parliament was passed granting SEBI its structure, organization, as well as the powers. So that's why SEBI is called a statutory body.
Who is currently the chairman of SEBI?
Srimati Madhavi Puri Buch, sir.
Why she is in the news recently?
Sir, recently there have been allegations of some sort of not unfair conduct of her on her part. That included sort of conflict of interest between her previous engagements in the corporate sector and her present role as SEBI chairpersons. And
Okay.
many more are there, sir.
Who is the regulator of money market?
Money market is regulated by RBI, sir, Reserve Bank of India.
Who is the regulator of capital market?
SEBI.
SEBI. Tell me the functions of SEBI, Ramesh.
Sir, the broad parameters under which the SEBI functions are three, which includes market development, market regulation, and investment protection. So, based on various aspects, the SEBI goes for creating markets, like we have seen for recent class of investments like REITs, InvITs, wherein the market is being developed by SEBI. Thereafter, market regulation, wherein you see various acts being passed by SEBI and enforced as well. Further, investor protection includes issues wherein the minority investors are not taken advantage of by the majority. So these are the parameters.
How does SEBI affect the economy of our country?
Sir, presently India's market capitalization is approximately about $5 trillion. And our GDP is about $3 trillion. So, and the considerable income and inflow and outflow of foreign investors impact the capital availability for private sector as well. In this way, given that these capital investments translate into the higher multiplier for the development of economy, it considerably impacts our future economic paths.
What is the role of SEBI Grade A officer?
The role can be broadly classified depending on the department that he gets and into three parts. First will be enforcement, which will be under executive aspect. The other can be legislative, wherein various actions are formed. And the third is quasi-judicial, wherein there are various quasi-legal proceedings about various disputes ongoing in the securities market, which are also adjudicated by the concerned officers.
Okay. Why do you want to join SEBI?
Sir, first of all, with my background in UPSC, the main aim was that I strive for a greater goal rather than just having better profits for the organization that we work in or something similar. Since first of all, SEBI offers me this, and second point is that SEBI itself has got diverse work opportunities, as I have said, which range from investigation to administration and also representing SEBI at IOSCO, sort of things. So this is why SEBI presents itself as a lucrative option for employment.
Okay. Tell me something about, suppose you heard about the term that is called Sensex.
Yes, sir.
What is Sensex?
Sir, Sensex is basically a tracker sort of index which tracks the free float market capitalization of the top 30 biggest listed companies on Bombay Stock Exchange.
Okay. You heard about that called stock market crash.
Yes, sir.
How does a stock market crash?
Sir, the stock market crash is usually triggered by something which is sort of unpredictable and which can't be hedged against. Some sort of systemic risks might also creep in because of that. We saw that in COVID and prior to that in 2008, basically, as well, in US. 2008 in US and in 2020 for COVID in India as well.
Suppose a stock market crash, then what are the after effects?
Sir, first of all, the capital reduction, the value of the shares is reduced drastically. The investors for that time period see that the value of their investment has reduced considerably. We might end up losing the investor confidence for subsequent investments Second, for the international community as well, the sort of economic risk is perceptibly high for any incoming new investment as well, because if we are unable to tide over it in like it happened in 1920s in USA, the stock market crashed so bad that they were unable to recover it within a decade, which triggered depression as well, the Great Depression of 1929 and 30s. So that may have prolonged effects as well.
Okay. How do you understand by primary market and secondary market? Difference between primary market and secondary market?
So primary market refers to that market wherein the securities, including debt and equity, are introduced for the first time to the public, which are not promoters. The introducing entities might be promoters or major shareholders. They introduce it to the public for the first time. And when subsequent trading of those securities happen, that is in the secondary market.
Difference between IPO and FPO?
Sir, IPO is when the company, a closely held company, introduces its shares for the general public for the first time. Like no shares have been issued to the public previous to that. And FPO is when after issuing the first tranche of shares, the subsequent shares are also released by the promoters for general public to be listed on the stock markets.
You heard a term that is called CAPM.
CAPM?
Yeah, CAPM.
No, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you could just try to check it, okay?
Yes, sir.
What is mutual fund?
Mutual fund is sort of a collection of funds by the manager, not collection I would say, but it is sort of investment scheme wherein the funds are collected from the investors and deployed across the various class of securities, which may include shares, bonds.
Suppose I am investing in the mutual fund.
Right, sir.
Then which type of benefits I am having?
Sir, first of all, it is that your funds are managed by people who are well versed with the finances of the securities.
They are called fund managers, yeah?
Right. The fund managers are much well versed with that. Second, given the sheer volume of the funds, they can extract better.
I'm just giving you a one line very good answer. You can start with this. The main motive of mutual fund is to diversify the fund, so that if one place gives us a loss, then one place gives us a profit. Means diversification of fund to minimize the risk is called mutual fund. In one line. We invest in FD, we invest in share. Means हम उन जगहों पे इन्वेस्ट करते जहां कहीं से लॉस हो तो कहीं से प्रॉफिट हो, यानी मिनिमाइजेशन ऑफ रिस्क के लिए अलग अलग जगहों पे डाइवर्सिफाई करना फंड को, ये म्यूचुअल फंड है. या और नो? यस और नो?
यस सर.
ओके. What is the term given to a people who trade in derivatives?
Derivatives are traded by speculators at times. And
what is derivative mean?
So derivative is basically a sort of financial what we call as financial stuff which tracks the prices of the underlying asset or interest rate or debt, something sort of that.
You heard the term? The term is called call, CALL, call and put option.
Yes, sir. These are rights which are actually traded between two parties. The call option gives the right but not the obligation to the buyer to buy the security at a predetermined price on a future date. Whereas put option gives the buyer the right to sell the security at a predetermined price on a future date, but there is no obligation to do that.
Okay. What is the function of a blue chip stock? You heard about blue chip stock?
Sir, these are premium, high value companies which are quite high in terms of market capitalization, which have been there for a good track record and for a longer duration in the market. So these are referred to as blue chip stocks.
Means we can also see that the shares which are the stock which are issued by a PSU, means government company. We can say that blue chips here means in safe investment. Those are issued by the PSU or a government company.
Some of them, sir.
Some of them.
The PSUs will.
Okay. Difference between bull and bear market.
So bull market is one wherein the investor sentiments are favorable, pushing up the indices to highs mostly the gains, basically gain part of it, and bear market is the one which pulls the market down. So that's how it is. Loss of investor sentiment is also one of the aspect of bear market. So people try to shy away from a bear market unless you are a put buyer.
Okay. How to define the investor's position in the market?
As in, sir, sorry, can you?
हाउ टू डिफाइन द इन्वेस्टर्स पोजीशन. मैं इन्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ तो मेरा अभी क्या पोजीशन है, मतलब मैं कितना गेन में हूँ, कितना लॉस में हूँ, ये कैसे पता चलेगा?
Sir, from the brokers that you have invested, they give you a basic idea of your unrealized profit or gain on the capital that you have invested. That might be helpful.
What is Demat account?
Demat account is basically a dematerialized account wherein all the securities that you possess are stored in their digital form, sir.
Tell me something about firstly Bombay Stock Exchange, then National Stock Exchange.
Bombay Stock Exchange is one of the oldest stock exchanges in Asia, sir. It was started somewhere in late 19th century with ginning presses and banks being the first stocks that were traded. It has now evolved as a great stock exchange even for its Asian peers. National Stock Exchange is relatively recent. If I'm right, it was established in 1990s to ensure that Bombay Stock Exchange doesn't monopolize everything. In the aftermath of the notorious events of 1992, wherein the Parekh scam happened, that's when the NSE was established to counterbalance BSE as well, so that the competitive forces prevail and there is no market manipulation by any single operator.
Okay. You are from Bangalore.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Bangalore is also known as
Garden City of India, sir.
Garden City of India. In 2 states there will be an election will be happen soon. The states are?
First is Maharashtra.
And the second
is Jharkhand.
Jharkhand. In US election, the 2 people, they are in the news recently, presidential election. Please name them.
Kamala Harris is standing for a Democrat, sir, and Donald Trump is for Republican Party.
Okay. As we all know that mostly headquarter of SEBI is in Mumbai and there are some of the offices in the other place. If we will posted you anywhere in any offices, then how will you manage?
Sir, I am open for posting anywhere across India. The diversity of work profile as well as the social life of these cities is quite interesting to work. So that's why that won't be an issue, sir.
Okay.
I welcome such challenges.
Okay, Ramesh, who is currently the RBI governor?
Mr. Shaktikanta Das.
Okay. Who is finance minister right now?
Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman.
Who is chief economic advisor?
Ananta Nageshwaram. V. Ananta Nageshwaram.
Okay. As you told that your hobby is novel reading. Reading. Okay. How your this knowledge, reading knowledge will help in this job, SEBI Grade A?
Sir, the security market regulation is an evolving task. For that, a person needs to be well versed with the upcoming trends. Given the variety of information sources, all that a person needs to do is read and understand what he is reading. I think that makes me better adapt to tackle the upcoming challenges as a regulator in SEBI.
As we all know that Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Philistine, different types of war is going on in our, we are on the verge of third world war. How it impacts Indian economy, other countries war, how it impacts on Indian economy?
So first of all, the one aspect of it is diplomatic. India has been known to avoid sides, but during wars, India is forced to, India's options are narrowed. Second thing is that, especially for the wars in Middle East, like Israel and Iran, through its proxies, the source of crude oil for India is majorly located in Middle East. Given the shipping ways that are coming through Persian Gulf as well as the Red Sea, those are getting endangered, owing to the higher risks of attack by the proxies of Iran or by collateral damage during the war. This impacts Indian economy because the oil prices will shoot up thereafter, which will, on a broader scale, reduce the margins, like profit margins of the Indian companies, given that transportation is major backbone of Indian economy. Second thing is that India also earns through the foreign remittances of its 90 million strong 9 million, sorry, 90 million strong is too big, 9 million strong diaspora in the Middle East part, sir. So this is the major part of Indian diaspora which also sends us USD. That will also be impacted. Third aspect, sir, our rupee has been weakening against the dollar lately. So this also makes other imports expensive because oil it will be more expensive for us, but also other imports, and especially India being somewhat import dependent for its basic needs as well, that endangers us sovereign security as well, sir.
Okay, you heard about the term bond.
Yes, sir.
There are two types of bond.
There will be redeemable and irredeemable bonds.
Sovereign bond and corporate bond. Then it is classified.
Okay, yeah, that is also.
What is this sovereign and corporate bond?
So, sovereign bond is basically the bond that has been issued by the government of the country. Corporate bond, on the other hand, are issued by the corporates like companies or firms.
Good, very good. You heard about that different types of risk which is involved in the capital market.
Sir, first of all, will be systemic risk which can't be hedged against. Second is interest rate risk. Third is credit default risk, wherein the payment might not arise from the counterparty. These are some of the risks, sir.
Okay, recently we seen that in comparison with the dollar, our rupee is little bit increased, not so much, little bit increased, but from the past years, the value of rupee is diminishing in compare with the dollar. Why it is happening?
Right, sir. Sir, first of all, it is a part of India's central bank policy, like RBI policy, that their role in rupees is just to stabilize the value of rupee and not artificially manage the exchange rate against dollar. So, given the market forces, rupee is declining. Second thing is that it is also somewhat favorable for Indian exports, that a weak rupee enhances the competitiveness of Indian exports as well. So that's why. And third is shifting of investment, especially FPI investment from India outwards to China, and some of them are going back to US as well, sir.
Why we
So that's
select
why
you?
the dollar is.
Why we select you in comparison?
Sorry,
Why we select you in comparison with an experienced guy? If somebody is working in a regulatory body, then why we not select him and why we select you?
So while everybody comes with their own merits, I assure you that mine will include unwavering dedication to SEBI. Secondly, given my diverse trainings as an engineer as well as an aspirant for UPSC, I can say that I can adapt to any given role in a lesser time frame and in a better manner. Third, I am ready to learn and unlearn everything that has been taught to me as per my roles and duties demands. That's why.
Okay, you heard the term that is called debenture.
Yes, sir.
Please define debenture.
Huge. Debenture are basically, sir, debt instruments. Usually they are unsecured, like they are not backed by any asset. In case of any default, you don't have any asset which you can liquidate to repay the debentures. But sometimes it is also interchangeably used for secured debt instrument as well.
You heard about the term is called Credit Information Bureau of India Limited, CIBIL.
CIBIL, yes, sir.
Firstly, tell me who is the regulator of all credit rating agencies, ICRA, CIBIL, CRISIL and all.
SEBI.
SEBI. Please explain about the CIBIL.
Sir, CIBIL, basically these agencies, in a very crude manner, they collect all the data regarding the credit standing of a buyer as well as a lender. And based on that, they give ratings to the entities. That's what they try to reduce the information asymmetry in the market, sir, through their intensive knowledge support.
Okay. Ramesh, as you know, that you are a very good student of a mechanical engineer, then why you are not moving to the private sectors in your core field? Why you are coming in this SEBI? Because you are an engineer.
Sir, the horizon is wider in saving, to be very honest. Second thing, sir, mechanical engineering itself is a well compensating area as well. Also, we are entering new age of EVs and hybrid motor vehicles as well. But at the same time, it doesn't have that perspective of a national scale. You might end up being limited to a company for its India or global operations, but the wider aspect is absent over there. That's why, sir.
Good, very good. You heard about that recently? It is in the news that Nobel Prizes 2024 Nobel Prizes.
Right, sir.
You have checked it or not?
Some of them, sir.
Economics Nobel you have checked?
Yes.
Tell me.
HMW, then there was Johnson. I am unable to remember the two English names which were there with
No
HMW.
issue. If you didn't know the full name, please tell me in which field they are received the Nobel.
Sir, basically their work revolves around the concept of why economies fail or succeed. They have why some nations are poor and why others are rich. They trace their explanations to the history, wherein the colonialism, their spread, and the type of institutions as well as the social norms of the countries have played an important role in the economics being played out in those nations.
Recently, Quad countries in the news. Please tell me the member
Yes,
of
sir.
Quad.
Japan, Australia, US, and India, sir.
Okay. Recently, from India, one guy has go to attend the meeting in Pakistan, SCO summit. The name of the person is?
Yes, sir. S. Jaishankar, Dr. S. Jaishankar,
Who is he?
our external affairs minister.
Our external affairs minister. Okay. What your father is doing?
Sir, he has retired recently from state government service.
State government services. Okay. Last question. Suppose if we will hire you, then which extra quality you are having to justify this job?
Extra quality.
Yeah, means your merits, your caliber.
Right. I would say that my adaptability, sir. Adaptability to the conditions, the work environment.
We can also say that, sir, I am a very good listener and I am a team leader person, and apart from it, sir, my communication skills are very good and I want to work at any situation. Okay guys, now I am going to give feedback to my Bangalore student. Okay, if you are interested for the mock interview, either you are working, then I will give you weekends time or your time after your job at evening, late evening. If you are interested, my number is 7503-235358. Text me for SEBI grade A, any regulatory body, IBPS, RRB, SBI. God bless you. Thanks a lot.